Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, the kind most people overlook or toss in a jar, and discovering it's worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Yes, some rare coins hiding in plain sight have changed people's lives overnight, turning pocket change into a fortune. In this video, we're diving into the 6 most valuable coins that could make you rich. From historic rarities to modern minting mistakes, these coins prove that treasure doesn't always lie buried. It might just be sitting in your wallet right now. Stay tuned, because one of these coins could be the key to your financial jackpot. The 1966 UK 3p is one of those coins that has created endless excitement among collectors. At first sight, it looks like a simple brass coin from the pre-decimal era of Britain, but stories surrounding it have made it legendary. Normally millions were struck, so an ordinary 1966 3p is worth very little. But here's where the fascination begins. A handful of coins from this year are believed to have left the royal mint with striking errors. Some examples show signs of being struck off-center, others appear with weak details due to a worn die, and there are even claims that a few were struck on the wrong planche, meaning the wrong blank metal was used. These tiny variations transform what seems like pocket change into a collector's treasure. In fact, certain sellers and reports have suggested that rare Nikkei 3p coins could be valued in the hundreds of thousands, or even into the millions when presented in pristine condition at auction. Imagine digging through an old jar of coins and realizing that your ordinary-looking 3p carries a hidden mint error worth a fortune. That possibility is why the 1966 coin remains surrounded by mystery, myth, and the dream of striking it rich. The most valuable Sacagawea dollar from the year 2000 is without a doubt the 2000p Cheerios dollar, also known as the Eagle reverse variety. Back in early 2000, General Mills partnered with the US Mint for a special promotion where they placed Sacagawea dollars inside boxes of Cheerios cereal as a way to introduce the brand new coin to the public. Out of these coins, around 500 were distributed. But here's the twist. A small number of them featured a special prototype reverse design on the eagle. On this rare version, the eagle's tail feathers are sharply detailed and distinct compared to the regular design. This tiny difference makes the Cheerios dollar one of the most sought-after modern US coins. Collectors go crazy for it, because it's not just a coin. It's a piece of history from the launch of the Sacagawea dollar. At auctions, these 2000p Cheerios dollars with the eagle reverse have sold for staggering amounts. In pristine condition, some have reached $25,000 to $35,000, and high-grade certified examples continue to attract huge bids. For a coin that might have come out of a cereal box, it has become a true modern rarity. The 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is one of the most fascinating coins from mid-20th century America. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 5-cent piece, but its story is far more intriguing. In 1964, the US Mint produced nickels in massive numbers, over 1 billion coins to combat a coin shortage. The ones struck in Philadelphia carry no mint mark. And while most ended up in circulation, only a small fraction survived in pristine condition. Collectors today hunt for these nickels in high grades because of their rarity and historical significance. In circulated form, the coin may only be worth a few cents, but in mint state condition, prices can jump to $50, $200, and even more, depending on luster and strike quality. What makes them even more exciting are error varieties, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or full steps on Monticello, which can push the value into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. That is why the 1964 no mint mark Jefferson nickel is seen as a hidden treasure, a coin that carries both history and high collectible value, waiting to be discovered in an unsuspecting collection or old pocket change. The 1973 1 Dirham coin of the United Arab Emirates is not just an ordinary piece of change. It is a symbol of the very beginning of the nation's currency. Issued only 2 years after the formation of the UAE, it carries the traditional Arabic coffee pot design, a proud cultural emblem. Collectors across the world consider this coin one of the most historic and desirable pieces from the Emirates. Although more than 13 million were minted, very few have survived in pristine condition after 50 years. And that is what makes them truly valuable. In circulated condition, it may look ordinary, but in mint state or uncirculated grade, this coin has been listed for $20, $50, and even higher on collector markets, turning a small dirham into a rare prize. The real fortune lies in minting errors. If you ever come across a 1973 Dirham with an off-center strike, a doubled design, or any unusual flaw, its price can multiply dramatically, with collectors ready to pay hundreds of dollars for the right piece. This is why the 1973 UAE 1 Dirham is seen as a hidden treasure, a coin that connects directly to the birth of a nation, and one that could transform a simple pocket find into a collector's jackpot. When it comes to the most valuable Washington quarters, collectors always point to one coin above all others: the 1932 Washington quarter. This coin is considered a true treasure because only 36,800 were minted, making it extremely rare. Even in circulated condition, it can sell for hundreds of dollars. But in pristine mint state, examples it has fetched between $20,000 and $30,000 at major auctions. Alongside it, the 1932 Washington quarter is also highly sought after, with an even lower mintage of $408,000. High-grade examples of this coin have been known to sell for $15,000 or more. Both of these key dates are often called the Holy Grails of the Washington Quarter series. But the story doesn't stop there. Some era varieties are just as fascinating and valuable, such as the 1950 DS over mint mark quarter, where a Denver mint mark was struck, over a San Francisco mint mark, the 1937 doubled die obverse with doubled lettering and details, and the mysterious 1964 SMS quarter, which has sold for tens of thousands of dollars. These examples prove that what may look like an ordinary Washington quarter in your hand could actually be worth a small fortune. Most people see a dime and think it's just worth 10 cents. But the 1978 no mint mark Roosevelt dime tells a very different story. Normally, dimes from this year struck at the Philadelphia Mint should carry a small P mint mark. But a rare mistake happened. A few coins left the presses without the mint mark at all. To the untrained eye, it looks like an ordinary dime, but to collectors, this tiny missing detail makes it a treasure. The reason it is so valuable is because mint mark errors are incredibly scarce, especially in the modern coinage era when quality checks are strict. Only a handful of true 1978 no mint mark dimes are known, and when one appears in pristine condition, collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars to own it. In fact, some examples graded in high mint state have been reported selling for over $3,000 to $5,000 at auction. Just imagine finding one of these in your change. A dime that looks ordinary to everyone else but could secretly be worth more than a month's salary. That's the magic of the 1978 no mint mark dime. Small, rare, and capable of making a huge difference in your pocket. And that's the magic of coin collecting. Ordinary-looking coins that can secretly be worth thousands, even millions. So always check your change because you never know. The next rare treasure could be sitting right in your pocket.